Here, I'm going to show a quick overview of how to enable a FortiGate VPN to do MFA. Start in the Idaptive Cloud tenant under an administrator account. Navigate to Settings, Authentication, then to Radius Connections. Under the Client tab, click Add. Under Network and Idaptive Connectors, double-click Connectors to accept Radius Connections for VPN authentication from FortiGate. After navigating to the Radius section, check Enable Incoming Radius Connections, save these settings. Go to Authentication, then Authentication Profiles to click Add Profile and create a new profile called VPN MFA. For challenge number 1, we'll select Password. For challenge number 2, we're going to go with a phone call as our second factor. Navigating to Core Services, we go to Policies to add a new one called VPN MFA, and under User Security Policies, we click Radius. At this screen, we need to set Allow Radius Connections to Yes, and click the box for Require Authentication Challenge. Here, select the VPN MFA authentication profile I mentioned earlier. Heading to the FortiGate Firewall, we log in with an admin account. Navigate to Users and Device, selecting Radius Servers. At this point, click the Create New button to add a new entry. Simply enter Idaptive as the name, the IP address of the server running the Idaptive Cloud Connector, and enter a server secret. Enter a valid username and password, and click Test Connectivity to run a test. You should see a successful result if settings are correct and Radius communication isn't blocked. If not, check basic network communications between the Idaptive server running your cloud connector and the FortiGate. Verify the firewall isn't blocking port 1812 used for Radius connections. Next, we will create a Radius VPN user group. Navigate to User and Device, User Groups, and click Create New. Give it a name and select Idaptive Radius Server under Remote Groups. If you don't already have a client to site IPsec VPN profile set up, navigate to VPN, the IPsec wizard, and select Remote Access. Complete the wizard steps. Just make sure to select the Radius VPN user group when going through these steps. Now we're to the fun part of showing MFA to FortiClient working in action. When a VPN user authenticates using FortiClient, they are prompted for a username and password as usual. Click Connect. Now we are prompted for a second factor of authentication, which we configured in our MFA profile. In this case, it's for a phone call. On my phone, you'll see we get a call. I'm going to enter my PIN followed by the pound sign. I now need to enter the number 1 and click OK as requested. Now you'll see we are connected. I can then go over to the Idaptive Admin Portal and we can run the MFA events last 30 days report and further verify and troubleshoot Radius authentication. Thank you for your time today and let us know how we can help.